Hey guys, happy Thursday. How is everyone doing today? It's been a while since I've been on here, but I have been up to a lot. I have been creating and making and getting my blog up and my membership sites up. But I'm so happy to be back here with you guys. And how is everyone doing? Let me get my I'm trying to light my I also rearrange my office a little bit so you guys will see that my office kind of looks different. So yeah, I did a little rearranging and kind of made it more officey, I would say. So I'm gonna go ahead and light. I have to do my cleansing before I start any reading. So I'm getting my charcoal lit here. I am doing well, Pallavi. How are you? Hi, Eddie. Hi, Sue. So I'm just trying to get my charcoal lit here. And let me show you guys, I'm using green charcoal today. Today's Thursday, money day. So I'm using green charcoal. And I think I'm going to burn some red dragon. The last time I red dragons blend resin today. And how is everyone? How is it? Oh, you love my backdrop? Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, I love the moon. I love the water. I love the mountains. So when I saw this just spoke to my soul. This was like, yeah, this is the thing for me. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and do my cleansing prayer real quick. And then I will get into some readings. So just go ahead and drop your names below. And if I'm drawn to you, I will definitely give you a reading. Donation readings are only $10 today, so you can definitely do that as well. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill this sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. And guys, I always say I'm going to post this prayer and I keep forgetting, but this prayer is actually mine, this smudging prayer that I use. And I wrote it last year, May or April, somewhere thereabout, when I couldn't find one that really resonated with me, so I wrote my own. But I definitely will post it on the group one of these days. Alrighty, so which deck should I use today? I've been thinking. I have my tarot cards on my deck. All right. And so make sure that your comments, they're all, something that you want everyone to see, because whenever I choose someone for a reading, I will highlight your name on the screen. Perry Alain. I'm going to read for you first. Oh, sorry, wrong one. So Perry, first I am going to be I'm going to pull you cards from the Angel deck. Larry, are you talking? I see your comment, Larry. Where's that deck? All right, so Perry, let's see what messages are here for Perry today. What does Spirit want Perry to know? Perry. And Perry, I am reading for you from my Zodiac Moon Oracle decks. And these cards, they are divided into 3. You have Eclipse cards, and you have the Moon sign cards, and you have the Sun sign cards. So the Sun cards are action cards. Eclipse cards are turning points. And the moon cards are emotions, what's going on beneath the surface, what your soul wants you to know. So Perry, I'm seeing here that there is something that you need to accept, because you have an eclipse card in Cancer. And alrighty, so you have eclipse in Cancer. And you also have eclipse in Pisces. So Perry, these are 2 turning points coming up for you. These are 2 points in your life that are coming up where, your life, a new start. I'm hearing a new start. Your life is going to take a whole new direction. But there's also something that you need to accept. And the serenity prayer is coming up for you. Grant you the serenity to accept the things you can. That is what's been happening here. So right now, in regards to, I'm feeling emotions. I'm feeling, and this Cancer is a sign of home. So Cancer is a sign of the family. So there may be something going on regarding your emotions that, you know, you need to accept. You need to come to the conclusion that, you know, it is what it is, and accept it. And the quicker you accept this, is the quicker I'm seeing a turnaround for you. And then you also have the eclipse in Pisces. And this is about free will. This is about free will. So this is letting you know too that, you know, this change that's coming around is for your higher purpose, because this change is going to bring you, I see water and I see a ship. So that means travel. Some sort of travel is coming up for you. There's something coming up, Perry, that's going to take you away from you. That's going to take you like, it's like moving from, I don't know if it's moving from one place to the other, but there is some sort of travel coming up, because I'm seeing water and I'm seeing a ship. And also here on the card, I didn't even notice, the house is on the water here. So you are definitely doing some sort of traveling. Something's going on that you need to come to terms with. You need to come to terms with something here that is going on. But this is really, really affecting you, because you really don't want to, it's like you want it. It's something that you really want, but at the same time, I'm feeling you're being torn apart. But listen, just go ahead and accept it. Right now, this move, this change, this eclipse in Pisces here is showing that this is bringing you into your soul purpose. This is bringing you into your higher purpose. Like, your purpose is all dependent on this move that I see here. All right, Perry, that's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonates, if it made sense. Alrighty, so let me see who else is here. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for watching. All right, Eddie, I see you. Alrighty, so Eddie. Eddie, I'm gonna pull cards. I'm gonna use this deck for you first. Do you have a topic, or do you want me to just go in and tell you what I see? It's nearly on your birthday. Happy pre-birthday. Ooh. Alrighty. So Eddie, the first thing I'm seeing here. Oh, and I'm just, you have 2 moon cards and 1 eclipse card. So the first card that came out for you was accomplishment, moon in Capricorn number, and it has a number 22 on it. And then I was asking in my head, you know, what about this accomplishment? And then you have the eclipse in Aries, and it says collaboration on that. And Aries means a new start. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is that fire sign, that new start sign. And then I'm seeing here that all of this is going to bring you contentment, because now this is the inner card. This is the card from your soul, and it's saying moon in Virgo, and this talks about contentment. So the story I'm seeing here is that there's something, it's like an achievement that you want, some sort of accomplishment, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take work. Here you have this moon in Capricorn card, and you have all these mountains here, like these snowy mountains. And you know what? It takes a lot of work to go up a mountain, but I'll tell you this. Sometimes you're trying to scale, you see a mountain and you're trying to climb it. You're trying to go straight up when you should be going around and up. So this is telling you that, listen, the way you've been going about trying to accomplish this, you have to take another route. You have to do something different. But this sense of accomplishment that you're seeking, it's like, you know, you feel like when you do this, there's gonna be a sense of accomplishment. You're gonna feel, you know, that feeling when you get on top of the mountain and you put your hands like this and you're like, yes, I made it. That is what is going on with this. Then now you have the eclipse in Aries, and eclipse are turning points. So with this deck, the moon cards are your emotions. They're what's inside, what your soul wants you to know. The eclipse cards are turning points. So the eclipse cards, these cards aren't if or but nor maybe. These cards are what's coming. So this is telling you now that a change is coming up for you. You're going to have the chance to boost your work relationships. So in regards, I'm getting this is work. This is career. There is going to be a chance for you to boost this. But guess what? You're going to have to stop being that lonely goat. You're going to have to collaborate. You are going to have to start working with other people, you know, taking other people's perspective, seeing things from their angle, and also realizing no man is an island, no man stands alone. You need teamwork. So this sense of accomplishment, you can't do it on your own. It's going to take teamwork. It's going to take collaboration. It's going to take compromise. But at the end of it, Eddie, this is what's going to happen for you. Your soul is here telling you that at the end, if this is going to bring you that sense of contentment. So not only will you have accomplishment, not only will you accomplish what you set out to do, it's going to bring you contentment. But you know what? I'm getting like, and sometimes you're kind of like a bull in a china. You're like a bull in a china shop. You just like to go at it. This is telling you temper down. Temper down a little bit, you know, see the other person's perspective, see the other angles, see, you know, what someone else has to say, because sometimes just slowing down and seeing that, it helps you scale the mountain. You may be going up a mountain and you think that you have all the tools and you can go at it alone. You know how to do it. And you just stop and listen to somebody that's on the way with you. Maybe, you know, that person has traveled up a similar mountain and they can give you some hints like, guess what? You know, instead of doing this, do that. And little do you know, just those few little tips and cues that you get, it brings you so much closer to the summit of that mountain. So just go ahead and collaborate. Teamwork, Eddie, I'm hearing teamwork. And it's going to give you this. Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is like, you know, that homey earthy when you get. Virgo is like, as you see this, when you're finished at the end of the day, when you have that sense of accomplishment at the end of the day, when you do everything that you've wanted to do and you accomplish it, and you're like, yeah, I am content. All of this is going to lead up to this. I want to pull you one more card. Oops. I'm going to pull you a card from my Moonology deck, since we're doing moon cards for you. All right, so what other messages are here for Eddie? Eddie. Tell me what messages are here. What does Eddie need to know? All right, so Eddie, you have the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So again, this is telling you, like I say, I told you about there's a change. There's a change coming, and this card confirms it. So he's saying the familiar, what you're used to, it's time to do something different. That accomplishment that you want, how you used to do things, is not going to get you that. To get what you never had, you have to do what you never did, what you never done or did. However they say that. So you have to do something different. And this is telling you it's time to let go of your past. Learn the lessons. You know, learn the lessons that you need to learn. Take the lessons, but move on and leave everything else. And don't let it hold you back. Your past doesn't define you. No matter what happened in the past, no matter what you did in the past, don't let it define you and don't let it hold you back. So just go forward, charge forward into new waters. Okay, Eddie? All right, Eddie, that's what I have for you. So let me see who else. You're not coming and no, Eddie, you can't run away after the first time. Oh, by the way, Eddie, I forgot to tell you, for those of you, Patty, you remember what I used to call it, the hot seat? Eddie, you just sat in the hot seat. You're welcome. Shaz, I just saw your name. All right. So I'm going to pull a card for Shaz. Shaz, are you still here? Hi, Jaylee, I see you. Are you still here, Shaz? Let me know if you're still here. All right, Shaz is here. So let's see. Shaz, my tarot cards are on my deck, so I'm going to pull a card from you. So you want to know about your relationship. Shaz, are you're single or you're... Let me know if you're single or you're in a relationship. Like if you're together or you're separated. I guess that's what I'm asking. Hi, Debbie. I sure will. Just hang on until I finish reading for Shaz here. So let me know, Shaz, if you're single or if you're in a relationship. I'm going to use probably my heart tarot cards instead, since you want a love reading. All right. So you want to know, I guess you want to know, is this person trustworthy? Because that's what I'm hearing. And I'm feeling a lot of doubts too. Like you have a lot of doubts, but a lot of your doubts that you have, it's not really, it's in some ways, it's something from your past spilling over into this. And 2 cards came out the deck here for you already. You have the 0 card, and this is new beginning. So yeah, this does indicate that, this is something new. This is like a new beginning. You see this lady here, how she's just relaxed and she's just like into the wind. You're being asked to trust. The universe is looking out for you. Everything is basically, you're at the stage where you just have to take a risk. You have to take a risk. You can't. I'm hearing jump off the edge of the cliff of life. I'm hearing that for you. Like, it's time to stop holding back. If you are feeling in yourself that, yes, go ahead and take that plunge. Go ahead and take that leap. You just have to trust. And for me, this 0 card, this represents 0. And this is like a tarot deck. So this would be like the Fool tarot. And it's just telling you that this is a new beginning, that you just have to be like the Fool. You just go into it. You just have to just take this risk. And in regards to, whatever you may want in a relationship, it can happen, but it's going to take dedicated effort. It's going to take you putting in the work to get the results that you want. So know this too. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Whatever you want, it can happen. If you want to have a bright, see this person here is painting a mural. And if you want to have a bright mural on your wall, you can't just say abracadabra and it happens. You have to put the work in. You have to put the work in order to get it. So this card is telling you that whatever you want, you can get it, but you just have to do the work. All right, hon? I'm not, if I can find my... Let me get you 1 card. I'll pull you a Romance Angels card. But this is just about trust. This is asking you to trust. Just go ahead and trust. Don't let your fears overpower you. And I will always say, fears come in whenever your ego sees you moving on to something new territory. Your fear doesn't want you to be happy. I'll tell you this, guys. Your fear doesn't, regardless of what your mind may trick you and tell you, your fear, it is not keeping you safe. It is not wanting you to be happy. It is not wanting you to be content. Because I'll tell you this, realize that every time you fear, something bad it shows you. Nobody ever fears and see anything good. Nobody ever fears and sees anything good. Every time you fear is always trying to show you the opposite of being happy. That's all it does. So don't lean into your fears. Remember, I always say danger is real, but fear is an illusion. So when something fearful comes up, the first thing you need to do is try and find, why am I feeling this fear? What's triggering this? And oftentimes you realize that that fear has nothing to do with the present moment, but it's just your mind and your body reacting to something from a previous time that you never dealt with. So looky here, you have wedding. I told you, you have the wedding card and you have make the effort. And the other card I just gave you, it said dedicated effort. So it's the same advice here. And it says great love is worth taking the steps you are being guided to take. So whatever you're feeling, as I'm saying, whatever you're feeling, you know what you're feeling, but you're holding back on yourself. You're holding back. But here you are being told, go ahead, dive into it. And here you have wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So there you have it. Debbie, it's your time. Yeah, I have Debbie. Debbie, you still here? You're welcome, Shaz. Alrighty, Debbie is still here. Debbie, I hear Akasha for you, so I'm going to use my Akashic Tarot. Alright, Neetab, I will read for you after I have read for Debbie. So what messages are here for Debbie? Debbie, whatever your situation is, focus on it while I'm shuffling for you. Oops, too many cards jumped out here. Hold on. Debbie, oops. Alrighty. Now I see this. Now I understand this. So Debbie, even though I started pulling from the Akashic Tarot, I think I'm going to start with the moon card that I got for you. And so I have a moon in Leo. I don't know if you're a Leo, but I have this card here and I'm feeling, I don't know, Debbie, I want to take a chance and say this is in your chart. Leo is, you have Leo in your chart. I want to take a chance on that and say that. So this moon in Leo card, this is not an action card, no. This is your emotions, because this deck, my Zodiac Moon deck, the cards are divided into 3 parts. You have moon cards, which are your emotions, sun cards, which are actions, and eclipse cards, which are they're turning points. But Debbie, this card, it says to let your inner hero out, and it says heroism. It's like I'm feeling like somebody's been a victim. Somebody's feeling like somebody's in a victim mindset, a victim, almost like a victim mentality. I'm feeling with this card, and the message from it is, it says, let your inner hero out. So what this is saying is that, you know, sometimes in life we are looking for other people to rescue us, but we have to rescue ourselves. We have to, you know, make the first step. Yes, other people can help, but we have to make the first step, and it all starts with us. So in terms of this, like this victim, this feeling that I'm feeling here, it's time to be also a hero for I'm not saying you, but I'm going to use the word yourself. And it also is saying, I'm getting a feeling of someone that is there for people a lot. That person is almost like, you know, they would take their heart out and give to somebody else, but they're kind of hard on themselves. I don't know if this is you or this is someone around you, but I'm getting that it's time to take care of yourself. It's time to be your own hero. It's time to rescue yourself. It's time to, you know, it's about self-care. This is what I'm hearing here is about self-care. It's time to, you know, if there are people around you who are draining, it's time to take a step back from them. If there are situations that are draining, it's time to take a step back from it and just take a breather. Rescue your own self. Then you have paths unknown. So this paths unknown, no, this is about, you know, stepping into the unknown, almost like being at a crossroads, having a decision to make, but contemplating, you know, looking on all the paths, looking on all the roads ahead of you and figuring out which one to take. But I'm seeing here that on this card here, the way the card, because it had come out upright, and when it came out upright, your back is like turned towards the dark part. So I'm seeing that as like the past. But I also see another path ahead of you, like you're turning your head and you're like looking at another path ahead of you, and the path is lit up, but I'm getting a little bit of fear, like you're kind of fearful about stepping on this path. You're kind of fearful about, you know, like it's the unknown. It's the great unknown. And you're like wondering, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if I take this path? But sometimes you just have to step out there in faith. Sometimes you just have to do it. You just have to be like Nike. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it. But the good thing is the path that you're looking on, the one that's ahead of you, it's lit up. And you can see that the brighter part of the light, it is further away from you. So it's showing you that even if you start walking on the spot, there is sunlight, there is hope ahead of you. So just go ahead and do it. Then you have up in the air. And up in the air now, it's telling you that, basically this situation, it's somewhat out of your hands. The dice has been cast, the pieces have been played, and this situation is somewhat out of your hands, but it also means an ascension. So, the balloon going up, it's telling you that this situation is a part of your soul plan. It's helping your soul to ascend. It's teaching you lessons that you need to learn so that you can ascend. You can start to vibrate higher. And yeah, some parts of it may seem rocky. Some parts of it may feel like, oh Lord, life is giving me a beating. But even feeling like that, just know that all of this is for your higher good. This situation, it's up in the air. It's going up in the air. It's ascending. All the good things are going to come from this. Yes, it may seem hard now, and it may seem the unknown may be like difficult to face, but good things are coming. Let me know if that makes sense, Debbie. Nita. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you're so welcome, hon. That's what you gotta do. You just have to that Leo fire, and Leo is like, it's that fire, it's that energy, Debbie. You have to put yourself first, and you have to it's time to take care of you. And I always say, you see, when you can't help someone else if you're not at your best. So you have to be at your best. You have to fill your vessel so that you can pour from your vessel to help someone else. If you don't fill your vessel, then you're basically giving yourself away. You're giving out of nothing. And even giving out of nothing, doing that, putting someone else before you at all times, it brings resentment. In the long run, that's what it does. So you are doing the right thing. All right, Nita. Let me see. Oh, you have a... Wow. So this is your confirmation, Debbie. That's your confirmation. A deck fell. Oh. Alrighty. So Nita, I'm gonna use my my Heart Tarot deck. You're welcome, Debbie. All right, so Nita, the first thing I'm seeing here, I got the Confront card, but I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna pull some more cards so I can see the full story. And guys, I'll tell you, for me, that's how card reading is. Like, I see things, I see and I hear things, but when I put cards in front of me, it's like the pictures, everything starts to move, and it starts to like show me a moving story. It's almost like watching a movie. So Nita, the first thing I'm feeling balance. There needs to be something's out of balance here. Something is out of balance, and there needs to be balance. There needs to be a sense of balance. You need to... Nita, first card I'm going to read for you is this. Helpless and hopeless. And for some reason, I'm getting that there are issues in this. Things aren't, the way that you'd want it to be. There are issues here. But I'm going to tell you something. You have two cards here. Nita, this is crazy. You have three major arcana cards. I pulled cards from my Heart Tarot deck for you, and you have three major arcana. Major arcana, these are life changes. These are people in our life, things that we need to do. But before I get into the major arcana, I'm going to read you this one. Helpless and hopeless. This is how you're feeling. You're feeling helpless and hopeless. All you're seeing is doom and gloom. It's like you're borderline depression. You are borderline depression to how I'm feeling. You're borderline depression with this. This situation, you are feeling like, there is no way out of it. There is no fixing it. There is nothing that I can do. You got it. You're interrupted. You guys are still seeing me? Are you still seeing or hearing me, guys? Let me know if I'm still here. So Nita, this helpless and hopeless, it's saying this is how you're feeling. You are feeling as if, like there is no hope. You're just seeing doom and gloom. Doom and gloom is what you're seeing with this. But Spirit wants you to know that there is hope. Even though you may be feeling hopeless and helpless, you may be feeling like, there is nothing you can do. There is, if only you would lift your head up. You see the sun shining here? See the sun that's shining here? It is telling you that, listen, the sun can still rise, and know that nothing lasts forever. The sun rises and sets every day, and that enough should tell us that, life is a cycle. So just know that there is help to this. There is hope here. You don't need to feel helpless and hopeless. But I'm seeing here now, you have confront and you have control. Yes, sure, hon, Cassie, but private readings are paid. So yeah, you sure you can. Alrighty, so control and confront. Now this is shadow work. Because here you see the man standing here and he's looking at his shadow here. So this is telling you shadow work needs to be done here. Somebody needs to have feelings that they need to confront. There are emotions, there are things that need to be worked on, that need to be confronted. There are things here that, can't be swept under the carpet anymore. Things that need to come out. The elephant in the room cannot be ignored no more. So, the feelings that are trying to be pushed under the carpet here, the issues, everything needs to come out in the open. That's how it's going to be worked on. But then I also have the control card here. And this, already, hon, this control card here, you see this helmet here? It's almost like somebody's trying to do this. And with this control, I'm feeling a little touch of, I wouldn't want to say narcissism, but a little bit of arrogance probably. But this is saying that, feel somebody needs to control themselves. And relationships that are based solely on emotions, it's not going to work. It needs a balance. That's why I told you that there needs to be a balance. It needs a balance of intellect and emotions. If you try to railroad a relationship with just emotions, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. And then you also have the observe card here. So I tell you what observe means. It also means, taking a step back. When you observe, what you do, you try to see things from another person's angle. You try to see things from another person's perspective. You try to, just step back, take yourself out of the situation and just see things for what they are. With this confront card here, though, this also can speak of like an argument, a confrontation, like you and this person. Listen, things can be worked out without an argument. So if this is a person who if this is a person who, may be a bit, sometimes you may try to talk about feelings and they try not to talk and they may turn it into an argument. It's just fear. They don't really want to do that, but it's just how they mask. I'm getting it's how they mask the fear that they feel. This person's feeling some sort of fear inside in regards to love. Now, you had asked, you know, will you enter into a committed relationship? Yes, that can happen. Yes, that can happen. And here you have the Ace of Pentacles, but you also have the Seven of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles here, aces are about new starts. Aces are new start. So this is signaling that, yes, you know, that new start that you want, that commitment that the two you want, you know, it can happen, but it's going to take some work. But for right now, I'm seeing this is you with the frustration. There's a lot of frustration going on. It's almost like you want to control things. You want to control the situation. You want things to happen on your timing when you say. But sometimes, you know, just like with the observe card, sometimes you have to sit and observe to really understand things. And this card here, the Seven of Wands, is just saying that you can overcome this frustration. You can overcome what you're feeling here, but you just have to start being a little bit more patient with yourself. Start being a little bit more patient with the situation. This can work out, Nita, but it's going to take work. It is going to take work. It's not just going to happen. It is going to take work for this new start to come around. I'm going to pull you a Romance Angels card. Or hold on. And you know, so this card here, Nita, you have this, I feel like, is guidance. This is not relation. This is guidance that you need for yourself. This is Sun in Pisces, and it says, you know, higher purpose. Align yourself with love and wisdom. And this is talking about your higher purpose. Nita, get closer to your spirituality. I'm hearing that for you. You see your spiritual source. You're being disconnected, you're being distracted, and it's time to get closer to your spiritual source. So, and I'm seeing this lady here sitting in the yoga pose, meditation and yoga. Calm your mind. You need to start finding videos on YouTube that you spend even half an hour a day, and you tune out everything and everyone, and you just meditate and get your mind right. All right, hon? And here you have getting to know each other. So this is about talking, and it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So initiate ways to talk to this person. You know, I'm going to tell you something. Start by being vulnerable. You open up. You're waiting for that person to open up and talk to you. Why don't you open up and talk to them? Start by being vulnerable. Don't wait on them. Open the dialogue. You know, talk to them. Open up the dialogue, and you're going to see differences. You're going to see changes, all right? All right, Jerry, I see you. I'm just trying to fix my decks so they aren't all over the place. Jerry, let me know. You're welcome, Nita. Thank you. Oh no. Jerry, let me know what you want your cards on. Or if you just want me to do a general pull and tell you what I see. So let me know, Jerry. Yeah, we do, Patty. Yup, we do. God is good. God is good. I always say that. All right, so Jerry, let me know. About your birds? All right. Is it that you are, do you rear birds? Because as soon as you said it, it's like I felt a lot of fluttering around me. Is that something that you do, Jerry? You rear birds? Is that like, you know, I want to say your career path, or, you know, your hobby, so to say? Oh, you breathe them. All right. Because as soon as I tuned into your energy, I just felt like a lot of wings flapping around me and fluttering around me. Jerry, are you thinking about giving up on, is it a case of you're probably thinking about giving up on I don't know if it's some of them, or just giving up on an aspect, like you're in an indecisive phase in regards to something about them, like you're really contemplating, something, doing something, making a certain move. Because I'm seeing a bit of indecision. It's like, you're on the fence right now about something. There is something that you're thinking about. All right, I'll tell you. You have a moon card so far, and you have an eclipse card. I want one more card for you. Yeah, I figured that. I figured you were doing that. And I'll soon show you the card. I'm seeking one more card here for you. But Spirit is telling me to not pull the cards. That's why you see me still shuffling. Because your two first cards jumped out the deck. And Spirit is saying just keep shuffling. The card will come out. So, ow. I just hit my elbow. All right. Yeah, the card came out. Jerry, so the first card you have here is the moon in Gemini. Indecision. And you're wondering, see, says, should I go or should I stay? So this is basically you saying, should I breed them or should I not? Should I do this or should I not? And you're being asked to make a decision. You're being asked to come to a decision. But now here you have Spirit is saying, reevaluate, have a change of heart. Spirit is saying, have a change of heart. And this is an eclipse card. So this is like, this is what's going on inside. This is the mood. The mood is this indecision. The mood, and it's in Gemini, the moon in Gemini. So you're really torn between doing this and doing that. But then here comes Spirit and saying, listen, a change of heart, reevaluate, think over things. Like, hold on, guys, let me check my messages. Just a minute, guys. All right, so this is asking you, Jerry, to have a change. This is saying, have a change of heart about this. Reevaluate the situation. Do you really want to give up on it altogether? Maybe, you could just keep certain species, because I'm telling you, I'm feeling like this is something close to your heart. This here is something that's very, very close to your heart, something you want to do. And you may be facing challenges that are making you want to give up, but don't give up just as yet. Don't give up just as yet. Like, just take a rest, take some time off, and really, before you make a move, before you go ahead and do that, rest and reevaluate the situation. Then you have now the eclipse in Leo, and it says, shine brightly like the star you are. But what I'm focused on here with this card is this meditation. You see how this person is sitting in this meditation, they're working on all the chakras. I'm gonna tell you, and the chakra that's bouncing at me, looking at this, it's the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. Like, with these birds, you and them are very connected. And I mean on a spiritual level. Jerry, they have helped you. Handling birds is something that you may not even realize it, but it has an effect on your soul. It really has an effect on your soul. And so I'm getting that your mind may be a bit clouded right now. You're not seeing everything. You're not seeing the bigger scope of things. So you're being asked to take some time out, take some time for meditation, rest, relax, talk to your spirit guides, journal about it, but just don't come to a decision. Don't come to a decision as yet, all right? And I'll show you something on the card. I think from what I'm getting, you are going to continue to deal with birds. You're going to, even though you may be thinking about that, because look at it. All the arrows are pointing towards this side. Only one arrow is saying no. All the others are over this side. They're saying yes. I'm going to pull you another card. I'm going to pull you a card from my Enchanted Map Oracle. A card or two. Oops, too many cards came in here. Hold on. Jerry, some cards came out, and this one like really drew me, and I have listening on this card. So this card is saying, you know, I'm seeing a lot of music notes here. And again, this is talking about listening. So I'm seeing YouTube, and I'm seeing like just listening to music that really puts you into that Zen space. And I'm also hearing listening to other people's opinion. I'm getting, Jerry, that you may have asked opinions, been like maybe talks to one or two people about this, or maybe you're considering doing it. Spirit is saying that when you do, be certain that you're listening to the advice that you're getting. Like, don't just ask for the advice to be polite, but actually listen to it, because sometimes, you know, the answers that we seek, it comes in many different forms. And I'm hearing that, you know, you talking to someone, you sitting down and really talking about this, the advice that you're going to be getting is going to be very, very beneficial to you. So make sure that, you know, you're really listening. Then you have the compass. And with this compass card, it's saying, you know, align your compass to true north. And where is true north? True north is spirit. Now, this is overall for you. This is like life guidance I'm getting here with this one. You know, you may feel lost, but you're never truly lost. We are never ever truly lost. We are only lost if we want to feel like we are lost. And even when we feeling like we are lost, we are never truly lost. So Spirit is telling you that, listen, recalibrate. Get back to the drawing board, recalibrate, you know, point your compass to true north. And know that when you point your compass to true north, you will always reach home. You will always get home, all right? All right, Jerry, that's what I have for you. Larry, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here, Larry. Alrighty, so Larry, I'm gonna pull a card from my Archangel Oracle deck. And these cards, even though it says Archangel Oracle, it has a whole dimension of spiritual beings. It has principalities, thrones, archangels, angels, seraphims, cherubims, cherubs. These are all of that in it. So let's see. All right, Larry. So Larry, you have Archangel Lavender. Prepare for soul healing, forgive and release anyone. Right. The session yesterday, the coaching session, I told you, Larry, and here it is, Archangel Lavender. And she's telling you to prepare for soul healing, forgive and release everyone. And I don't typically use books with my cards, but this deck, I like to use the books with it. So I'm going to get in the book for this one. So Archangel Lavender. And it says Archangel Lavender is a twin flame of Archangel Mariel. And I'll say something too, guys. As I read the word twin flame, just quickly. You see, most times the archangels that are the deities that are around us, like how this archangel is a twin flame. I'll tell you something, Larry. These twin flame archangels, they work with you and your twin flame as well. Most times the deities that are around us, like check if they're a twin flame. Like when you find out which deities are around you, read up on them to understand about them, and you're gonna see, see them in your life, so to say. So Larry says Archangel Lavender is a twin flame of Archangel Mariel. She is his divine feminine aspect and shares his magnificent retreat over the mighty Himalayan mountains. Her gentle lavender light enfolds people in loving, purifying, healing. When your soul star chakra is opening, expanding, and starting to light up, she approaches you to help you understand your gifts, talents, and ancient knowledge so that you can use them wisely. Although you may be ready to open your soul star chakra fully, it may be blocked by one or more ancestors or people who you have met on your soul journey. If they refuse to forgive you, they hold back your spiritual progress. Archangel Lavender uses her special wisdom to communicate with them to bring about release. As soon as you are ready, she will work with you during your sleep to heal your soul star. Getting this card indicates that you are ready to bring back the gifts, talents, and wisdom that you have earned on your soul journey. So you see, Larry, even the workshops and the stuff that you're doing, even you trying to open your third eye, all of that is a part of what's going on with, bringing your gifts back, slowly bringing your gifts back. But remember, your gifts are not going to start opening until you're ready to handle them. Like, you have powerful gifts. You have very, very powerful gifts, Larry, but they're not going to start to open up until you can handle them. And it says, in order to do so, forgive everyone and everything that has hurt you in this life or any other. If you feel hurt or anger with someone, even though it may seem justified, ask yourself, how long are you prepared to hold on to those emotions? A lifetime, 10 lifetimes? Let go now so that you can purify your soul star chakra. Strengthen your intention by affirming, I forgive everyone and everything that has ever hurt me or harmed me in this lifetime or any other. Then Archangel Lavender can use her wisdom to persuade anyone who is blocking you to release you. So, Larry, this is letting you know that your soul wants to ascend, but you have to let go. And it's saying, even if you feel that the anger that you feel towards someone is justified, and I'll tell you something, forgive yourself too. A lot of times we aim to forgive people and we don't forgive ourselves, and I'll explain that. In life, what we perceive as mistakes, we say we make a mistake. And how many of us beat ourselves up and blame ourselves and say, oh, if I knew better, or if I was this, or if I was, and you call yourself, no, you can't do that. Forgive yourself, because every time you call yourself something or you say something bad about yourself, you are reinforcing that unforgiveness. You are reinforcing that self-resentment. You are basically resenting yourself. Every time you speak bad about yourself regarding any mistake that you may have made, that's all you're doing. All you're doing is reinforcing that, you don't forgive yourself. That's all. So this now, Larry, it's saying, release every and anything. And it even means any feelings of self-resentment that you harbor towards yourself, any feelings of unforgiveness that you harbor towards yourself. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it all go so that you can rise. It's time to ascend. It's time to open up your gifts. All right, Larry, that's what I have for you. All right, Jelly, I see you. All right, so let's see what messages are here for Jelly. What does Jelly need to know? All right, Jelly, you're going through an awakening. Things are shifting and turning and moving around in your life. You are really, really going through an awakening right now. And because here you have the eclipse in The eclipse in Aquarius, and eclipse are turning points. So this is basically a turning point coming around in your life for you. And this awakening, it doesn't have to be, you know, a grand awakening. It could be just you realizing that, you know, this doesn't work for me no more. This doesn't serve me. That's an awakening. It could be you realizing, you know, what your soul purpose is, the path you want to take, what you want to do. But this card is telling you that your deeper resolve rises. It's saying to you, you know, a change is coming around, a new start for you to step forward into your soul purpose, so to say, is coming around for you. But you also have this moon in Taurus. So this is your emotions. This is what's going on under the surface. And here it has personal growth and self-esteem. Your self-esteem isn't the best right now. Your self-esteem has taken a hit. Your self-esteem, it isn't the best. But the spirit is asking you to see yourself just like these pearls in this oyster shell. You are precious. You are loved. The world would not be the same if you weren't in it. I'll tell you that again. The world would not be the same if you weren't in the world. So you being in the world, you are loved. You are precious. See yourself just as precious as every pearl on this, every single pearl on this string here. That's how precious you are. That is how the universe sees you. The universe sees you as valuable as every single pearl here. So just start working on your self-esteem, affirmations, and I'll tell you, you see, if you're around negative people, depart from them. If you're around people who drag you down, who make you question if you're around somebody who even makes you question your self-esteem, walk away. Nobody, walk away. And remember, I'll tell you this, your self-worth is not based in anybody else. You don't need anybody's appreciation. Your self-worth is found in yourself. And I'll tell you, it doesn't matter if it's your family. People say you can't cut off family. Nonsense. If they are toxic, you cut them off. What are you gonna do? Live your life being tormented by them, and then what? You're not happy? No. And cutting off someone, it doesn't mean you don't have to speak to them. You limit your energy around them. You limit their access to your energy. People think cutting off someone means you're gonna go malice people. No. You can't. No, it doesn't mean that. It means you limit their access to your energy. You don't give them access to your energy to drag you down. You know, you don't give them access to drag your self-esteem down, to try to put you down in the mud. And I'll tell you, I don't know, Jaylee, if your family, there's somebody in your family that's comparing you to someone else. Like, I don't know, saying, you know, why couldn't you be like so-and-so? Nah, you can't be like anybody else. You are not a carbon copy. You are not a carbon copy. You can only be yourself. So don't let anybody tell you to try to be like XYZ. No, you can. If you try to be like somebody who you're gonna know who you are, no, because you're trying to emulate somebody else. You have to be you. You have to be you, and don't let anybody tell you. Like I say, don't let them do it. Hon, it is autumn. I ain't even gonna pull a card on that, but I'll tell you this: it is autumn, and so funny. I said autumn, and I was thinking of. This is exactly what I was thinking of. When the trees in autumn, how the trees turn orange and they shed the leaves that are no longer of any use to them during winter, it's time to do that. It is time to do that. And this says you need to choose your priorities. What is a priority? What is your priority? This card, this eclipse in Virgo, it's telling you choose your priorities and put yourself first. That's what I have for you, Jay Lee. Hi, Janelle. I'm good, and how are you? All right, guys. I am gonna be getting off of here right now. I was so happy to be here. I will be back on. I'll try to be just before I go, guys. Tomorrow I am hosting a workshop. It's gonna be on Google Meet, and it's gonna be a workshop on how to not let fear control your lives. How to take your life back from the grips of fear. It's $7 for the 1 hour workshop. And so if you want to be a part of that, just hit me up and I will send you the link. I will see you guys tomorrow. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening.